Every summer, the island of Sodor is always busy. Holiday makers love to sightsee, and when the weather is fine, there is no better place to be. Some people like to collect their mails. One day, James was snorting to the other engines. "Morning, lady. I look my best, and you know why?" "Why?" "Because I'm going to collect some freight cars. Sir Topham Hatt is going to choose me as the famous red engine on Sodor. And you're just a purple golden engine with those rubbish freight cars." Lady was cross. "And you're just an old red engine." "Pah, that's wish," puffed James. And he puffed away. Next day, Lady told Thomas and Percy all about what James said. "Disgraceful," mumbled Thomas. "Disgusting," said Percy. "Despicable," agreed Lady. "To say such things to us," said Annie and Clarabelle, "is to teach him a lesson we be one. But how do we do it?" Later, Gordon and Emily were having a meeting at their shed. "James says he's sick as his boiler sludge insulting," said Emily. Laughed Gordon. "That's a good one." Later, Thomas arrived and told Gordon and Emily all about what James said. "What's the matter, Thomas?" said Gordon. "You know we're kind of busy here," said Emily. James was still boasting. "Look at me, guys. I'm the famous red engine on Sodor. More famous than your spoiled paint boxes." Thomas was cross. And so were Gordon and Emily. They did not like what James had said. They knew that James was very boastful. Later, James was enjoying his time. "I'll make sure to show Thomas and the others just what I can do," said James. When James was collecting his freight cars, they were grumbling. "You're so slow to pull all of us. We want Thomas or Percy." "Or Lady," James snapped. Then he set off. Then the freight cars were making it go fast. "Hurrah, hurrah," they yelled. "I've got to stop! I've got to stop! Help! Help!" groaned James. Then there was trouble. Men were working on a bridge, but he had been warned about James and his runaway cars. They diverted him onto old sidings, straight into a muddy, icky pool. No one was hurt, but poor James felt very unsplendid. "What will Sir Topham Hatt say?" he groaned. And he soon found out. Sir Topham Hatt had arrived. He was cross. "Well, James, you wanted to show Lady a thing or two, and you have certainly done that. You've shown him how silly it is to boast another engine." "Sorry, sir," said James. And he let out a wish scream. Then Lady arrived to pull James out. "Thank goodness you came for me, Lady," said James. "Can you help pull me out of the mud?" "No problem," said Lady. "I'll get you on track soon as possible." "Ready, James?" said Lady. "I'll be ready as I'll ever be," replied James. It was a lot harder than the usuals expected. At last, James was free. "I'm sorry about teasing you," said James. "Thank you for saving me, Lady." "That's all right," said Lady. "Everyone makes mistakes sometimes, even if we are boasted." And together they went back home. Thomas, Percy, and Emily were still fuming as James and Lady pulled into the sheds. "Oh look, it's the boastful James again," said Thomas. "How disgusting," said Percy. James knew this was no time for teasing. "Sorry, Thomas, Percy, and Emily. I shouldn't have teased you just for that. I should probably stop being so boastful now and just go back to being myself." The engines were delighted. When James got to his shed, he told Gordon about what happened and apologized to it. "Hey Gordon, sorry that I teased you," said James. "I shouldn't have done that, and I promise I won't do it again." "Apology accepted," said Gordon. "Some engines make mistakes sometimes," said Henry. "Even when they're so boastful," said Edward. "That's why you're a really useful engine, James," said Molly. "You deserve it."
Roblox, what will you build?